guys, welcome back to Race Pace and Green Racing Combined.
Yes,
Today, we're going to be crashing into this guy, and all of them. Make sure to subscribe, yeah boys. If you don't subscribe, I will drive a go-kart through your front door. Let's go!
Hello everybody, I am back at Teamsport Acton and today I am driving against some pretty fast drivers in multiple sessions. If you do enjoy my content, please drop a like and subscribe, and without further ado, let's get into some racing. So as I just passed my mate Guy, we're doing a light test and it's just to check your understanding of lights, which is fine. And coming on to the next couple of laps, I catch up to this driver ahead of me. My car is pretty good, as I remember this car a few weeks back where I did a 22.8, which is my personal record in, so I was really pleased about getting this car. The driver ahead of me goes a bit wide and I use my boost button and absolutely just send it down the inside. I managed to get the move done and hold my position. As we go up the ramp, I go a bit defensive just to make sure he doesn't come back, and he doesn't. As we're going on to the next couple of laps, it goes to yellow lights and unfortunately someone has spun on turn 1. Thankfully though, they're alright, and now we are just waiting for it to go back to green so I can overtake these two drivers ahead of me.
I'll dive on you.
Try it, buddy.
Now you get to see and hear what it feels like without my voiceovers. And yes, we had some absolute crazy battles throughout these sessions. So as we go down this straight, I'm just trying to stay right behind this driver ahead of me, have a little bit of understeer through that corner, but we're right on the back of their bumper. So through this straight, just stay behind them, just trying to hold. I go a bit wide there and I actually lose him going down this ramp. However though, I get a much better turning point than him, but then Guy decides to stop and distracts me. I was thinking of going for the dive on there, a bit too far back. But as we're going up this ramp, I get a wonderful exit and just send it down the inside, dive bomb, get the move done. Say sorry because I didn't feel like it was the best of moves because I bumped him, but yes, that's how you do a dive bomb. Now, after a couple of laps, I was putting in very good laps, and overall I managed to get a 23.260, which actually put me in first place, and I won by 1/10 of a second. Now I was so focused I didn't even look at the lights, and I actually just passed the checker flag, which I shouldn't have done, but I need to know and look up next time. Now going on to session 2, I started at the back and now my task was to overtake every single person. It wasn't going to be easy, but as we start, there's cadets ahead of us which slow them down, and I actually managed to catch up to them. And unfortunately, one of the cadets spin, and they're okay. So now it goes to yellow lights, and I'm waiting for the green, and I get a wonderful start going onto the green lights, and I'm right behind these drivers. I was thinking of going right beside into the inside of that turn 1, but I used my boost going down this ramp, and I catch the driver ahead of me off guard and managed to get the overtake done. However though, I covered the inside as he can use the boost on the straight, and I managed to hold it. I go defensive coming up the ramp just so I can hold that place a bit longer. Now my next task is to overtake this driver ahead of me. So after a couple of laps, I come down this straight and I just lose control of the car here. I was really confused of what happened. I think I tapped the driver ahead of me and that made me spin. Now even worse, Guy was absolutely laughing at me and I was really annoyed with myself because I thought I could overtake them, but I just lost control of the car. Anyways though, the marshal came and put my car back on the track and I was alright after that. The track then goes to red lights and I wasn't too sure what happened, but I think someone spun out. So after a few laps of yellow lights, it went back to red, and now as we go down this ramp, I'm really confused of what happened. So the car span, and then a guy who's an instructor tells us that we need to slow down even more on yellow lights. Now I was actually slowing down on yellow lights, but I think it was the people behind me. So he just told us to slow down or we'd get in trouble. But yes, now I'm just focused on overtaking this driver ahead of me, and I'm right beside him on yellow lights, and I could tell he's really annoyed because I overtook him as soon as it went green and basically got a free overtake. But I guess you should just cover the inside next time. That'd be my tip of advice, because someone can just stay alongside you for the whole yellow lights, and when it goes green you just can't overtake them back because they have that inside line. I managed to hold this on until the rest of the race. However though, I go a bit defensive just because I don't want to get overtaken again. And during this session I was actually looking back a lot just to test my defending skills and just to see how far they were from me, because usually I just drive, and if they came on my inside I wouldn't really react. I would just let them pass and try and overtake them back. But now I'm observing a lot, and as I come up to these cadets I lose a lot of speed, and the driver on my right actually gets a good run, but I managed to hold it on and keep that place. I put in some really good laps and I managed to get a 23.160, which is alright, but it's not my fastest and I would have liked to go faster. But it's quite hard to do in the winter since the track is cold and it's hard to